Well, we're here today to talk about named storms. My name is Ronald Storm, and I'm here to tell you we might have a named storm. Sometimes they're referred to as hurricanes. So a hurricane, what do? First thing we do is we don't panic. We never panic if there's going to be a hurricane. Why? Because we are prepared. But we partner with Charlotte County and their team Rubicon and the state of Florida with our emergency management preparedness. So we are prepared for a hurricane. Doesn't matter if it's Category 1, tropical depression, or a Category 5. We will be safe, we will be sound, and we will be fine. So, talking about the hurricanes and named storms, when do we evacuate? Why do we evacuate? Well, first off, we don't evacuate. In the remote chance we need to evacuate, that's because there's a Category 5 hurricane brewing right off the coast here of Englewood. And in that event, well, there's not a lot of options because a Hurricane 5 is going to engulf the entire state of Florida. So if there is, we will load up not just our bus. We have buses that are on standby that we rent, and we take them over to Jacksonville. But again, so we will stay put. This building is built for a Category 4 to be able to withstand a Category 4. Not a lot of structures will withstand a Category 5, but we believe this will. It may have some structural damage, but most likely not. No building in Florida can consider themselves a Category 5 safe hurricane building. It's just not allowed. Insurance companies, nobody recognizes that. So we say we're safe for Hurricane Category 4. Well, we have food, water, and supplies for 10 days. That includes medications. We are prepared to have your medications longer, just in case that distribution chain to get your meds takes longer to get here. Power, so we have generator power. Every week on Fridays, we test our generator. Our generator kicks on for 20 minutes, so we know that it works, and we have fuel. Right now, we have fuel for 3 days. If a storm is approaching, we stock up on our fuel. We have an agreement with a local fuel company. We'll have fuel for that 10 days as well. So we'll have fuel, we'll have all of our food supplies, water supplies, we'll have everything for 10 days. Do we need 10 days? Most likely not, but that's the worst case scenario. And for most of us, it'll be kind of life as normal because we'll be here, we'll have power in a lot of the community, but not everywhere. Your apartment may or may not have power, depends on where you're located, but all the common areas will. So we'll still have air conditioning, we'll have oxygen, the ability for oxygen to be plugged in if you're on oxygen, but it's a safe place to be. While we're shuttering in, we'll still have activities. We may ask for some volunteers to stay and while you're staying to help us with activities or do some singing and dancing, but we'll make it fun. We'll play bingo. Again, most things are life as normal. The biggest change will be is there'll be a lot more people here. And because we're safe for a Category 4, our staff stays here. They stay here with you. They stay here around the clock. I personally come in when we know that big storm is coming. I shutter in 3 days ahead of time. I'm here 24/7, and then after the hurricane passes, I'm here for up to a week, maybe longer, whatever it takes. I'm going to be here. We invite all of your family members to come because this is a really safe place to be. So if you have family in the area or out of state and they're just not feeling safe at home, please invite them here. Ask them to bring some food, some blankets, just in case we want some extra food. If they want to donate some food, or if you just want to make sandwiches or whatever in your apartment, we encourage that. And pets are welcome as well. We ask that your pets stay in the apartment with you. If your family members are going to come in and bring pets, we need their vaccination records, just in case of other dogs or cats getting in contact with each other. But again, they're welcome to be in the apartment as well. And all of our associates and their families are also invited here because we need to provide care 24 hours. We have everybody come. You'll see the hallways a little bit crowded in some of the common areas because there'll be cots and mattresses in those areas at different times. And their families are also invited, and their pets. We have a designated area for for our associates' families to come in and bring their pets. So it'll just be one big, happy, extended family. We just kind of hope everybody gets along. But in the past, and we have a lot of hurricane experience, most all of our staff here has either gone through a hurricane while they have worked in senior living, or they have gone through one just being a resident of Florida. That's just life here in Florida. Hurricane or a really big storm, we are prepared in every form, from food to sleeping to air conditioning, our generators. We have been preparing for this. And you might be wondering, well, how do we communicate the situation going on with the storm? Again, whether it's a hurricane or a big name storm. So we're probably going to over communicate the process and what's going on. We're going to send out daily newsletters. You might get a letter if you reside here in the community a few times a day. And your family that's not here in the community, well, they're going to get emails. It really depends on where we're at with the storm. They could get an email once, twice, 3 times, maybe 4 times a day, letting them know what's going on here, that we're all safe and having a great time. And with the local updates that we get from our local team Rubicon. And probably the best way to really stay in tune with us is watch our Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, get Facebook. If you have Facebook and you don't follow us, please go to Heritage Oaks of Englewood, Senior Living or Assisted Living, and like us, and then you'll be following us, and then you will see all the updates that come through about the named storm. We also have hurricane kits. If anybody's interested in a hurricane kit, I think we've sold about 10 of those. We don't make any money on the hurricane kits. It's kind of a novelty, but it also has a functional purpose. In the hurricane kits, besides some snacks and bottles of water, there's a couple things that are really important. There are a battery-operated chargeable fan. Some people just need that noise, or they want that wind going all the time. So there's a fan in there. There are multiple flashlights in there just in case power is dimmer than you want it to be in your area. One of them's a little lantern. It's kind of neat. And one of the fun things in there is this NOAA weather radio. Also has your AM and FM, but this NOAA weather radio that you can track live time what's going on with the storm, where it's at. And a really cool feature of this NOAA weather radio is it will charge your cell phone or tablet. So really neat piece of equipment. Just again, kind of fun thing to do. We don't tell everybody you have to buy these hurricane kits, because no, gosh, we will provide snacks, we will provide food. But if you want a kit, comes in a big 5-gallon bucket. Again, it has snacks in there and water and some neat pieces of electronics that are all battery or chargeable. So you can keep your cell phone. One of them, I think the NOAA radio also has the solar panels on there, so it'll charge a lot more things than just your cell phone or a tablet. So it was really fun shopping for the hurricane kits, getting these neat things here. Again, we don't mark this up. I probably lose about $10 on each hurricane kit because I just think it's fun and really neat to have. So if anybody wants one, please let our concierge know. We're happy to go ahead and make you one. I guess the biggest thing, again, like I said at the very beginning, is don't panic. Just relax. Florida has big hurricanes. They have big storms, but we're ready. We are prepared. So if you are nervous or have some anxiety, please talk to any of our associates. We're happy to answer any questions and help ease any of your fears. I have a wonderful team. We're here to serve you. We're here to take care of you. And if you want to volunteer and help in any form or fashion, please let myself know or Dominic know. He's happy to put you to work during this time, just to stay busy. Sometimes staying busy helps pass the time, during a hurricane, a storm, if you have some anxiety. But again, the whole team, we're here for you. And again, I'm interchangeable with Dom Marino, my Associate Executive Director. And if you have any questions, and if I'm not available, please go see Dom. We're here to help. The entire team is here to help. Just know you're in great hands. And hopefully we won't have a big storm this year. It'll pass another year, and life will be great. Thank you so much for being with us. We're glad you're home here, and we're going to look after you in your home. We're going to take care.